Now I'm hearing that Joseph Parker will be facing off of Philip Hrgovic, but right now, if that's the case, if he's going to be facing off against Hrgovic in March 8th, I feel like he needs to kind of get over the honeymoon of the Deontay Wilder win and kind of get to it as far as training. I hope it is on March 8th because that'll actually mean it'll be a stat card. But if he's gonna be taking that fight, man, he has to take that serious. Like Hrgovic said, Joseph Parker was throwing him a deal out there and he wanted to accept it. So basically, I don't know if they're gonna put it on paper yet or they gone through it already, or that was just something to just give people a heads up about. But that's definitely, if that was going to be on the card, that'll probably be the most competitive fight. Nah, probably not the most competitive fight. Probably behind the Ngannou and Joshua fight, it'll probably be the most competitive. But I feel like that definitely is a fight that needs to be made though, because Hrgovic, especially his last fight, if everybody's seen, he wasn't really doing much. As far as the guy he had, he was a fish for real. He wasn't going out there doing much, bro. He wasn't gonna get anybody prepared for anything. So I felt like Hrgovic going around that situation as far as getting better competition, that'll be best. Cause right now, that's the best opponent he'll be able to fight is Joseph Parker. In my eyes, it could have been Anthony Joshua, but I don't know. That probably would have been a bad style matchup for Anthony Joshua. So that's probably a reason why he didn't accept the fight or look towards that way. But Hrgovic, he's a smaller guy. He's not like 277, 280 like Zhilei Zhang. So him being around 250, he's gonna be able to move around, be more agile. He's not gonna be a heavyweight that's gonna be looking to lean on guys. He's gonna be a puncher. I feel like that'll be a good style matchup for Joseph Parker. That's kind of close to what Joseph Parker does. When Joseph Parker wants to fight, you know what I'm saying? If Joseph Parker fights his last fight like he did, like he does against Hrgovic, he's not gonna last 10 rounds. It's not gonna last. Because from what I've seen already, he was just putting his head towards the guy's chest and throwing a looping right hand. And Tyson Fury did that same thing against Ngannou. And once a guy lands a shot on the top of the head or kind of throw a hook, catch you on the chin, it's going to be a long night. That could probably end the fight. So I feel like with him going into this next fight, he's not even going to fight like that. So it's going to be a lot of trouble. I like Hrgovic in that next fight. Especially with the way Hrgovic been doing the other fighters right now. People act like they don't really want to be in the ring with him when they fighting Hrgovic. He kind of has that mentality, kind of like better BF. He's just gonna go through the fight, and if a guy lasts, he lasts. Go 12 rounds. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Most of the guys fold though. But I don't know, man, because this is a quick turnaround. Most of these guys aren't used to fighting this quick, so that's gonna be the thing about it. It's going to be a couple of these fighters that's going to get in the groove of things, and it's going to cause some mayhem. And from what I've seen, Hrgovic, he didn't have a lot of rounds last fight, but I can see him kind of getting in the groove of, because he's one of the younger guys, and he can definitely kind of get things going. And he looks like one of those guys who's been in the tournament style type of things all his life. So most of these guys have, but it's just that in certain countries, it's just more of those type of things than others. That's why a lot of Eastern Europeans, they come over with a lot of fundamentals that a lot of Americans just don't. Well, I ain't gonna say if Americans don't have fundamentals, but it's not as solid as we've seen across the board. Because I've seen some sloppy undercards lately. And it's getting a little better over the years, but I've seen some sloppy ones. But I also seen some sloppy ones coming from from Europe too. So, especially the guy who was hitting low blows on FBA Jogba and all these other stuff that was going on. But I feel like it'll definitely be a good fight with Hrgovic. I definitely give Joseph Parker a chance, but he'll have to go out there and actually fight like his real style, man. He just hasn't gotten back to that lately. I feel like he's been kind of going with more of a brawler type style lately. He's not really punching and on his toes much. So I would like to see that in this next fight. Because one thing about it is Hrgovic, he ain't gonna be like how Wilder is. He's not gonna be that skinny. He's not gonna be that light as far as under 200. I mean, not under 200, but in the 215, 220 area. Hrgovic's gonna be in the 250 area. So that's 25 more pounds. So all that leaning and stuff he was doing, it's not gonna work. Definitely not gonna work. So that's a big reason why I'm going with Hrgovic in the next fight. Hrgovic is definitely the opponent I'm going with next. Because I feel like that's definitely a huge opportunity for Joseph Parker. If he beats Hrgovic, they'll put him on the map. He'll have a shot at the title if he goes out there and beat Hrgovic. I mean, he'll beat Hrgovic and Deontay Wilder. But I just don't know right now with this quick turnaround how that would affect some guys. But I do feel like he's kind of thinking about the win. Like I said, honestly, bro, I don't sugarcoat anything. Because Joseph Parker, he's a heavyweight that I've liked from overseas for a long time. Especially since he had to fight with Anthony Joshua and when he fought Ruiz and different guys. So he's had a lot of fights where I've checked him out over the years where he had some good fights. But if you think he's gonna go in there with Hrgovic and kind of be relishing the Wilder win, I don't think he's gonna get the victory. Because to be honest, the win wasn't cause like even if Deontay Wilder would have won that fight, I wouldn't have been impressed. Nobody else would have been impressed either. Nobody really said that Joseph Parker boxed amazing. So let's just be 100. He didn't box amazing. He went out there to survive. Now you go out there to survive against Hrgovic, you're gonna look bad because he's gonna have a lot of punches. He's gonna be able to throw every round, and he's gonna probably outpunch Joseph Parker. I don't think Joseph Parker will be able to outpunch Hrgovic. And I don't think he punches harder either. Because a lot of times Parker was hitting Wilder, but Wilder was kind of eating the punches. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. Was Joseph Parker punches not that effective, or does Wilder just have that kind of a chin? Like, I don't understand. Was the chin amazing, or is he just a great, not that hard of a puncher? That's the thing I'm trying to understand. I don't know if he has a chin or not. A lot of people say he don't have a chin and what the Tyson Fury fight did, but now all of a sudden I'm hearing different things. But I thought Joseph Parker would have brought another option to the game, bro. That's all I'm saying. But if anybody feel like he could beat Hrgovic, let me know. If anybody could think that Joseph Parker can beat Hrgovic in the fight, put your money down and I'll bet with you. No problem. I'm just being real. Because I know what Hrgovic is. If anybody thought he was an easy fight, they would have been picked him. They would have been picked him, man. He should have been in a lot more fights. The guys he fighting now, they fighting each other and beating each other, and it's just like, nah. I don't like the style matchup that. Like I said, bro, like even when in the Wilder fight, Wilder has had fights with all kind of heavyweights, and it's never looked the way it did with Joseph Parker. People can say, well, Wilder look done. Well, look, Joseph Parker better hope Hrgovic look done. Because if Hrgovic don't look done, he's not going to be able to fight like that against Hrgovic. He better hope Hrgovic look done and look retired. Because if he don't get that same kind of effort against Hrgovic, he gonna get beat down. It's gonna be a guarantee. It's gonna people will see. Because I see now he's basking in the victory. He's like, yeah. Like I seen these young guys beat Lomachenko recently, and they've gotten over in a month. They like, what's next? We got guys in their 30s. They like, yeah. Like y'all don't even notice that. We got these young guys like Teofimo and Devin Haney. They like, yeah, I got a big win. You know, these other guys, they get a big win. That's why I'm saying, okay, I'm going to see what Hrgovic. Cause I know what I seen in that fight. I seen Joseph Parker box so many times. That's why I just stayed quiet about it. I'm like, all right. People don't know. I was thinking in my head, I'm like, let me see how many people actually know how Joseph Parker fight. I sat back, I'm like, nope, nobody knows how he fights. Not that many fans like I thought he had. Nobody knows. Because what I seen, that was not an effort where he just took the fight to Wilder. I'm like, nah, he can't do that against nobody else. Immediately, I'm thinking about the next fight. I'm like, who you gonna fight like that next? Then Hrgovic like, oh yeah. Hrgovic like, yeah, of course I would accept that fight. Did y'all see how he looked last fight? He got the victory, but he didn't look good. You know what I'm saying? Didn't look good. There was a lot of stuff in that fight, bro, I wasn't impressed with. He didn't have no blood, like nothing. It was weird to me. I don't know, it was very that might have been the only heavyweight fight that went like 10, 12 rounds that night that didn't have no blood. I ain't talking about cruiserweight fight, I'm talking about heavyweight fight. Big Baby fight had blood. I think Joshua fight had blood in it. Like, these dudes fought the whole. That's why I knew, like, nah, he just trying to survive. Which ain't wrong. I mean, he got the victory. That happens sometimes. But I wasn't impressed. I feel like Joseph Parker could have matched up better with Frank Sanchez. Because from the Joe Joyce fight, I already know, like, it's definitely not going to, I'm not going to see nothing that's going to really impress me as far as from Joseph Parker, because I know he's going to go out there and survive. Dudes is not trying to get knocked out these days, man. They don't want the action-packed fight. That's why a lot of people not really looking forward to his next fight. You know what I'm saying? These guys got long careers, bro. I'm remember, like, he went from one of my favorite guys to now remembering him as the guy who made Deontay Wilder fight boring. Because what y'all gotta realize is a Deontay Wilder fight has never looked that boring before. With Fury, Ortiz, none of these guys, that was a boring fight. That was a very boring fight. That was something that's why a lot of these guys can't go on pay-per-view. A lot of these guys cannot go on pay-per-view. Trying to survive in a fight? Nah. But guys like Hrgovic, they'll fix all that. I think he called out the wrong guy, man. If Joe Joyce knocked you out, bro, Hrgovic the wrong style. He probably the closest thing as far as style to a Joe Joyce. And he got more power. Man. I don't know. Better get your books ready. Because the way they matching things up now, it's gonna be a whole different way, man. The way they matching things up now. It's gonna be a whole different way. I don't understand the way they matching things up now. They doing things completely different. But I feel like Hrgovic is the best choice. Joseph Parker challenging himself, which he always does. I got a lot of respect for Joseph Parker. I really do. I was disappointed in a few fighters that last fight. It wasn't matched up as well as I thought it would be too. It was still a good event though. But that's all I got though. Like and subscribe.